Hey everyone, today we're going to work a little in Excel. We're going to do some regression analysis to find values of home prices with just a few inputs. Typically the information that's available is only bedrooms, bathrooms, and square footage. We're going to pull some of this data from Zillow. Keep in mind these aren't estimates, these are merely list price. But with enough samples, in our case I believe we have around 50, an average home is going to float fairly close to the average list price in the data. To capture this information, it's fairly manual. You'll need to punch in the list price, the bed, bath, and square footage of all your available samples. Once you have all that information, we're going to go to Data, Data Analysis, Regression, Input Y range, the price, Input X range, which is going to be bed, bath, and square foot. In this case, I grab the labels. And then we make sure to select output range and then click in here again and find a suitable spot where you're not going to paste over any of your data and click OK. I've already run this. From here, let's take a look at what the data is telling us. We have our intercept, bed, bath, and square footage coefficients, and from there we can form a multiple regression line. To be as accurate as possible, we also need to look at p-values. Anything greater than 0.05 is no effect observed. Everything below 0.05, you reject the null hypothesis, and those are going to be included in your formula. From here, we can calculate what a list price should be. And since the p-value was greater than 0.05 for bed, it's not going to be included in the formula. Look above here to where you input, let's say you have a house that's 1,630 square feet with 2 bathrooms. You include those, multiply each one times its coefficient, plus the intercept to get the list price. So how do we use this in a real-world example? Let's say you're getting ready to sell your home, but you're not really sure or you don't have a whole lot of confidence in how you should list the price. A realtor can probably give you an exact estimate through a comp-based analysis, which is similar to regression, but very rarely have I ever seen a realtor use technical mathematics. I would always use technical mathematics as a starting point, but not the end-all be-all absolute value. There are some intangibles with real estate such as location, whether it's paved all the way to the home, is it in a good school district, have mechanicals been upgraded, is it aesthetically appeasing, or has it not been updated in 40 years. But as far as the home itself and the square footage and the size and space, the median number tends to be very, very close to what it's actually going to end up being worth for an average home. Here's another application. Maybe you're a landlord, maybe you just bought your first rental property and you're not really sure how to price the rent. What you can do is gather a handful of samples with the monthly rent and the same attributes. We have roughly 50 samples in this case. Run the same regression analysis by going to Data, Data Analysis, Regression, and put your Y and X range with labels in a new output range. Notice the p-values in this sample. The bathrooms and bedrooms are both greater than 0.05. They're not going to be included in the calculation. However, square footage is the strongest correlation. From here we put in the same house, 1,630 square feet, and it populates a rent of $1,324.